Yo, what's going on, guys? R.I.Pierre here using that max power return on YouTube, and today we got ourselves an ORAS NU live. I'd actually recorded about 10 minutes of footage before I realized that it was going through my my headset, which doesn't have the greatest quality. Now I'm back on the blue snowball, and yeah, we're doing this again. I went through an entire battle, the entire team building thing that I usually do at the beginning where I show the entire team, and then I realized I wasn't recording sound basically, except for like what you could hear from my headset, which is like 30 feet away. So I'm gonna pause for a second to answer this question, and then we're gonna head right back into looking at the team builder again for the second time. So I'll be back. Alright, and I'm back. So we have leading off the squad, Real Steel, the Mega Steelix with a Steelix, of course, Earthquake, Iron Head, Stealth Rock, and Curse. Curse allows me to run less attack investment. It is still at 359, which is pretty much what a neutral nature attack for a 125 attack mon would be if I had 252 here. And it does allow me to run 96 EVs in special defense, which is very useful, and it brings me up to a nice 250, which it's not going to live like a ton of special hits, but it's going to live more. And its Mega Evolution actually gave it quite a bit. That's going to get annoying really fast. I'll put it on mute when I finish this. So we also have one eye of the Dusclops. That's basically my defensive core, although Steelix doesn't have to run any defense. We got the Eviolite, of course, Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split, Seismic Toss, and Protect, and full special defense, although it is a pretty monstrous defensively as well. I just have to be careful of knockoff. That's really it. Then we have Toadsworth, the Seismic Toad, Life Orb for attacks with Water Absorb, Hydro Pump, Earth Power, Sludge Wave, and Grass Knot. Grass Knot is very helpful to me. So we've got 196 HP EVs, 240 into special attack. It's not 252 because I wanted to give a little bit of investment to my special defense and speed. So I cap off at 400 HP. I don't need to have it at 401 because I do not have leftovers, so it's not really going to matter as far as percentage goes. And here we go. So we've got 64 speed. It does help me outspeed some things. I don't know why I specifically chose 200. I guess it's just because it's an even number, excuse me, because I do tend to do that. And I will outrun most other Seismic Toads and Oka with Grass Knot, considering they aren't mainly special defensive. So we have Bye Felicia, the Vile Bloom with Black Sludge Effects for. Pretty standard set. The deals with Feraligatr fairly well. Mother, the Kangaskhan with Silk Scarf, Fake Out, Return, Drain Punch, Sucker Punch. My weird set that I got from the Canadian Wi-Fi, and Scytha, the Kabutops with my Life Orb Rapid Spinner with Stone Edge, Aqua Jet, Knockoff, and of course Rapid Spin. So yeah, that's the squad. I really haven't had the time to test it. The battle that I did while I was recording before actually went fairly well. So I'm really hoping for some more success with this team, and I'll be back when I have a battle, or after I answer this other question. Alright, one sec. Alright, and we're back. I actually had a couple of things to get done, so it's been a little while. So I'm going to go ahead and lead off with my Steelix, just so I can get a Mega Evolution off. If he leads with Ninetales, I'm pretty much perfectly fine with that. So I'm going to go ahead, Mega Evolve straight away, and I'll actually go for my Stealth Rock turn 1. Because I really don't care what this Leavanny has to do to me. Because I know he's just going to set up Sticky Web. He's probably going to go for a Leaf Blade or something. Afterwards, let me just make sure Leavanny does not have a good special attack. I'm not trying to take any real hits. Okay, it's only 70. I'm not really going to be taking too much damage from whatever it has to go for right now. I could start setting up curses, but he does have a Politoed waiting there for me. So I'm going to go ahead and go for an Iron Head as he brings out his own Steelix. And this Iron Head is going to do absolutely nothing. So I think I could actually curse up. If I can curse up, I can get an Earthquake off on it. Actually, no. Let's go into Seismic Toad because he'll probably go for Earthquake and won't be able to KO my Seismic Toad, and I can go for Hydro Pump to take it out. However, Politoed does have Water Absorb as its ability, so I think Vileplume might actually be a better choice for me. But I'm going to go for Seismic Toad anyway. He's probably going to just set up his Stealth Rock here. Whoa, my filter just moved by itself. Okay, as he actually does just go for a Stealth Rock right away. I'm not worried about that at all. So what I'm going to do here is actually go for an Earth Power, because he can't switch into his Archeops or Ninetales. And Leavanny's actually a pretty good option as well. He's not going to stay in and take a Hydro Pump though, because he is going to need the Steelix a little bit later on if he's going to take on my Kanga and my Kabutops, although Kabutops will be doing a little bit more damage than that to him. So I'm going to go ahead and go for Sludge Wave and be a little bit gutsy here, as he's probably going to go into his Leavanny. As he doesn't, he stays in and goes for Toxic. Wow. Alright, so let's go ahead and go for the Hydro Pump here, as he's probably going to go into Leavanny now. Damn, I should have just gone for Hydro Pump. It's too early to overpredict, as he's probably going to end up going to Politoed, and I'll get no damage off this turn. But I do have Aromatherapy on by Felicia, so I should be pretty fine. I'll be pretty fine. So yeah, I should be okay. So I do go for the Hydro Pump, and I'm going to take out the Steelix. So I don't understand why he came in. I understand why he decided to leave his Steelix in, but nonetheless, I took care of it, and that's a little bit of a problem down for me. So he is going to go back into his Leavanny here. I'm going to go ahead and go into Vileplume, because there really is nothing he can do to me. Yeah, there's nothing he can do to me. I just realized my Seismitoad at -1 speed still outsped his Steelix. It's pretty funny. As he goes for the Leaf Blade, does absolutely nothing. He doesn't get any Effect Spore though, because he is a Grass type, of course. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the Sludge Bomb here. As he goes for X-Scissor, still does nothing. And I take out that Leavanny. Not even bad. I forgot that Poison was neutral to Bug. I always thought that it was not very effective to it. Interesting though. Interesting. So I'm just waiting for him to make a move here, and I think I'll pause until he actually does. So give me a sec. Alright, so he decides to go into his Ninetales here. Now I'm pretty sure it's gonna have HP Grass, so I think that my better choice here might actually be to go into my Kabutops isn't a great switch in, because there is the chance, but I do not think he's going to overpredict me here. I could also go into Dusclops because he can't hurt me, and I can just do a lot of damage to this Ninetales. Plus, I do not need my Dusclops around to win, so that's pretty much it. Let's get chill here. So he does, wow, that's a little bit of lag picking up. Fire Blast did a nice clean 15%, so there's really nothing he could do to me. This might be a especially defensive set though, so I'm going to go ahead and go for Seismic Toss. Although looking at his team, there we go, this is Toxic, that's what I was thinking about when I said especially defensive. So yeah, but looking at his team, it probably is max special attack. He probably just has Toxic as a little bit of not coverage, whatchamacallit, just a support move for his Ninetales to carry. So I'm gonna go ahead and just keep firing Seismic Tosses off. I could go for Will-O-Wisp, but I do not want a Flash Fire boosted Fire Blast going after me. As he goes for a Pain Split of his own, that was pretty dumb. That was pretty dumb considering. But yeah, he's probably gonna go for Pain Split again. So what I can actually do here is go, no, never mind. I'm just gonna fodder off my Dusclops here, as there really is no point to me keeping it around. So I think I'm going to go for Pain Split, because he's probably going to go for Pain Split of his own. So I'm going to go for Pain Split right back. It's so weird. That was weird. Alright, so I'm going to go for Seismic Toss, because he can't KO me with Fire Blast, and I will be taking it pretty much out with my Seismic Toss here. And I just go into my Kangaskhan and fake it out. I don't know what I was thinking just now. I should have just gone for Seismic Toss. That turn I went for Pain Split. That was a mistake. But I could either go for... I can go for Fake Out with this right here, or I can go into my Kabutops, and I could spin all of this away right now. I just realized, but I don't really care. Ninetales is going to get KO'd on switch-in, so there really is no point to him keeping it around. And Archeops is probably going to come out here. That really is... Actually, no. I could see him going into his Walrein here. That might actually be a better choice for him, to be completely honest. As he actually goes into his Politoed, so... I don't understand I don't know what he's doing here, but I'm just gonna go into my Seismitoad, because it just seemed to be a better move at this point. So let's see what he goes for. As he goes for Focus Blast instead, not bad at all. I actually got predicted there a little bit. So I can't go for Hydro Pump because he's probably got Water Absorb, more than likely. So I'm gonna go for an Earth Power. If he does KO me with if he does go into Archeops and KO me, I'm really not too scared of it, but he does go for Protect, so that's unfortunate for me. Which means that he will be KOing my Toadsworth as long as he can hit his whatchamacallit, his Focus Blast. So I'm not scared, as he does miss the Focus Blast. That helps me out quite a bit. Jeez, that only did 33%. What a Politoed though. So we can go ahead and go into my Bifelicia, because considering he has Focus Blast, I would think that he has Toxic as his other move. and I can just go for Giga Drain straight away. So we'll go ahead and do that. As he goes for Protect, I understand why, but just to get a little bit of extra HP back, I guess. Maybe his third move is Ice Beam, but I really don't know at this point. As he goes for, he just has Scald and reveals that. So yeah, we're doing this. Come on, please don't. I hope my dad doesn't come upstairs because I really don't want to have to stop this and start over. So I'll go for Giga Drain, and I'll be back. Alright, so I found a little bit of extra time. So what's happened so far, I went for Giga Drain, got a crit, and brought him down to about 10%. And then I got my aromatherapy off because he got the burn with Scald. So we both got hacks that turn, but it really didn't hurt me at all. Alright, so we're back, and so in the time that I had to be away from the computer, or away from recording at least, his Wall Ring got the Ice Fang off on me. I got Giga Drain on it, and then the second Ice Fang he uses, he flinches me. So that's perfect. That is just so incredible. Like, my luck is just wonderful. So I'm gonna go into my Kangaskhan. Actually, no, I'm gonna go into Kabutops here so I can spin this away so Kangaskhan can outspeed this Wall Rain if that's what indeed has to happen. Alright, so I actually do outspeed this Wall Rain, so I can actually go straight for the Stone Edge to KO it, and I can go for an Aqua Jet on his, hopefully I make this, okay, cool, so I get the Stone Edge, I got all my hazards away, and I can go straight for the Aqua Jet on his Archeops, and that should be the game. I'm gonna go, and then I'll switch into my Steelix, and KO it with an Iron Head, so that should be it. So yeah, this was a pretty good first game. I'm sorry for the broken recording, sort of, but I probably should just put it here with no sound, and then just explain moves and stuff like that, post commentated or whatever. But yeah, so I hit the Stone Edge on his Wall Rain. That's fine. And now Archeops comes out. I Aqua Jet it, and I go into my. Okay, that actually just dropped it right there. Wow. Okay. Alright, so that's a good game, and I'll be back with another battle in just a second, alright? So I'll be back. Alright, so we're up against this guy named Wolfenstein. I've played him on the ladder before, but I don't remember anything about him. All I know is I've played him before. So I'm going to go ahead and lead off. I can either lead off with Steelix, or I can lead with my, I can't really lead with anything else. Lilligant is an issue that needs to be addressed, and I think Felicia Okos it if it's not sashed. Let's see, what else? Magmora needs to be removed, and Caracosta can be dealt with by a few different members of my team. So I'm gonna leave my Steelix just to see if I can get the Mega Evolution off. Of course, he leaves with Magmora though, so I have really no choice but to switch into Toadsworth. Actually no, Dusclops is the real switch in. As he goes for Fire Blast, considering how much that did, I think this might be Specs. I'm not sure though. It does have a decent special attack stat of its own by itself, so I'm really not sure at all at this point. I can just go for the Seismic Toss. I do not have Toxic, so I might actually switch that out, because Toxic would be useful. But he might think I have Toxic and switch into a Xatu, which is exactly what he does, so that's perfect for me. I got some chip damage on this Xatu, considering it's not holding an item and it's not Rocky Helmet. I mean, it doesn't have leftovers, and that's definitely not Rocky Helmet. I'm going to assume that this is a dual screen setter, and yeah, that would be pretty problematic for me actually. So I can either go into Kabutops and knock off, or yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Go to Kabutops and knock something off, as he's actually a Calm Mindset, so that's pretty scary. But I'm gonna go ahead and just knock it off, and I get the crit. Oh, it's a Cobra Berry. Wow, that's unfortunate for me. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and go for Stone Edge. If I go for Stone Edge the first turn, I would have been perfectly fine here. But, of course, that's not how life works, so that happened. So he's going to go into his Lilligant now. That does threaten me out, and I OHKO it because of a crit. Well then, and he forfeits because that's his only answer to my, to Scytha or Toadsworth. And the team pretty much takes care of him after I remove Magmora later on. So yeah, that was pretty much GG right there. So I'll be back with the third and probably final battle. I'm getting kind of tired. It is New Year's Eve, of course, so I hope that you're all enjoying this so far. Don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll be back. Alright, and here we have the final battle of this live session. Hopefully it goes under 5 minutes. I want to keep this kind of short, relatively short, because this is a New Year's Day upload. I don't know if anyone wants to be on YouTube that long on New Year's Day, but I guess for those of you watching the day after, I guess it's perfectly fine. So Ferro Seed, oh gosh, I picked up the wrong thing. Okay, so Ferro Seed needs to go. This needs to go too. I'm not using a Toad Plume core actually. That's one of the things people get mixed up with. So I'm actually going to lead off with my Steelix as usual. See if I can get some rocks up. As he actually leads off with his Jump Bluff. So we'll see what he does. I'm not entirely sure what Jump Bluff is supposed to do. And yeah, so alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and Mega Evolve and then Iron Head. I just want to see what it does. It does have Prankster. Ooh, as he misses the Sleep Powder, that's unfortunate. As I'm going straight into Vileplume because I don't want to take that. So we're doing that again. We're not doing this. I'm gonna go ahead and go for a Sludge Bomb because even if he goes into his Ferro Seed, I don't really care too much, as he does end up doing that. So he's gonna go ahead and come back out and go for the Stealth Rock, which is perfectly fine with me. I don't really have an issue with that, as I could either go into Kanga and fake out, or I can go straight into my Kabutops and knock off this Life Orb, and knock off his Eviolite and make it a lot easier on myself. So what should I do? I think I should run Heavy Slam over my Iron Head. Oh well. So I have options that I have to go through first. So I think I'll go ahead and go for the Scyther. Yeah, I should probably consider. So I'm gonna go ahead and run my knockoff on his Eviolite because I really want to have to deal with it. He's probably gonna go for Gyro Ball. As he goes for Leech Seed instead, I'm perfectly fine with that. And I'm gonna go ahead and go back into, not even back into, I'm gonna go ahead and go into my can't go into Dusclops really. I really don't have anything that deals with this incredibly well, but I do have Kanga, so I could go into that, but I could also go into my Steelix Mega, which is actually what I'm probably going to do, and set up a curse or two. Actually, no, let's not do that. So I'm going to go ahead and EQ. I'm going to go back into Kabutops in a minute just so I can spin away all these hazards, and we'll see how much an EQ does now that his Eviolite is gone. In fact, I should get a curse up, but I'm not going to. He's probably going to go into his Ludicolo here, though. As I actually do 48% of this Ferro Seed. That's not bad at all. Not at all. Alright, but I do have to switch out again. So I'm going to go ahead and go into Scyther. Actually, no, I shouldn't. I shouldn't. I really shouldn't. That's the thing. That's the problem. Because if I spin the hazards away, I'm really left with nothing. Well, I'll be taking less damage, of course, but... Oh, he's probably got Protect. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'll go for EQ again. As he goes into Jump Bluff, alright, that's fine. That is perfectly fine. I'm going to go back into my, I'm actually going to go into my Kanga. Wow, that is so unfortunate. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead. I think that he's not really going to take a fake out too well. So I think I'm going to go for Drain Punch. See if he goes into his Ferro Seed. That would actually help me out quite a bit. Let's go for Return. As he actually he hits the Sleep Powder finally. So I'm going to go ahead and go into damn, I really don't know how to deal with this. That's the thing. I'm going to go ahead and go to my Dusclops, actually. So we'll go ahead and do that. As he goes into his Exeggutor. So I think what I'm going to do here is actually Will-O-Wisp it. And then Pain Split, I guess, would be the best option for me. Will-O-Wisp will affect everything on his team, so that's actually very helpful for me. And then I can go into... Ooh, please don't poison. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. That's very cool for me. So I'm going to assume this is going to be Harvest Citrus Berry. And I'm going to go ahead and I can Pain Split. But I think I'm going to go into Kabutops and spin these things away. Actually, no. Let's go ahead and Seismic Toss. Where are all these people coming from? My goodness. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and... Yeah, I'll just Seismic Toss. Please don't burn. There we go. Okay, that's fine with me. Alright, so I'm just gonna Will-O-Wisp, get some HP back. As you guys, the toxic, I can go into my wow, okay. There's a miss for me. Finally. So I'm gonna go ahead and I really have nothing to do. My goodness. I don't have anything for this. Alright, well. I'm just taking all this hazard damage for no reason whatsoever. As he does have aromatherapy, I also do as well. So we'll go ahead and do that. Aromatherapize. As he's gonna go for Psychic here. There really is no other thing that he can do to me. I can go for Sludge Bomb, but yeah, I don't know. Oh my gosh, this chat right now. I'm gonna go ahead and go back in my Dusclops, as it does seem to be the best option for me. Man, I am in trouble here. As he goes into his Ferroseed, so I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp it, get a little bit of chip damage. Oh well, yeah, residual damage off on it. As it goes for Leech Seed, and I'm perfectly fine with that. As he's probably just gonna go for Protect here. I'm gonna go for Pain Split, just in case he wants to switch out. As he gets his last layer, as he gets another layer of spikes off on me. I'm gonna lose my Dusclops, but I do need something to be sacrificed in order for me to get into my Scytha to get everything taken back. So that's fine. we're both gonna be taken out this turn. So there really is no point in me doing anything other than Seismic Tossing. So I can go into my Kabutops and spin away everything in the following turn, I guess. I'm actually in a lot of trouble here because I could actually potentially lose the battle right here if I don't play my cards right. As he's probably going to go into his Jump Bluff, which would actually be that's probably the best option for him at this point. So as he actually goes into his this thing, damn, I'm in a lot of trouble here. So I'm gonna go ahead and go for Sludge Bomb because if he's gonna KO me with the Psychic, but that does allow me to bring Kabutops in and spin everything away. Because I am max. Oh, actually I KO it. Okay. Never mind. I did not expect it to get KO. I did not expect my Vileplume to even be faster than it. That's unfortunate. Alright, so Ludicolo is gonna come in. He's gonna Ice Beam me, and that's gonna be it for my Vileplume. As I can actually, ooh, he might be Rain. He might be a Rain Setter, which would not, oh wait, no, Kabutops is Swift Swim. I'll be fine. As he goes for Ice Beam, that's fine. I knew that was coming. And I'm gonna go into Scytha here and go for the Rapid Spin. So I get all my hazards off the field, which is great. Alright, so this is actually gonna be a much better battle than I thought it was gonna be. So there go all the hazards. It only took me forever to get to this point. So down goes Scytha, and now we have a little bit of a more evenly matched game. So I have options here. I can't go into Toadsworth or Steelix, but I can go into my Kanga, and what I can actually do is Fake Out, as he does go into his Gourgeist here. I have nothing that switches into Gourgeist either. That's the thing. That's a problem. I'm gonna go straight for the return, cause Drain Punch won't be doing as much, and I don't really care for it too much. Oh, that is 48%. Oh, he's Trick Room. Alright, so what I'm gonna actually do here is I could go for Sucker Punch, but I'm just gonna go for Return because that's really the best option for me at this point. I could possibly go for my go into Seismic Toad, but that would explain why his Executor is so slow, because he does not have the because he doesn't have any speed EVs or IVs because of how whatchamacallit. I don't even know what I'm trying to say anymore. I'm gonna stop talking. But I'm gonna go into Steelix here, only because he can take a hit, and he is the slowest Pokemon on. He will be the slowest Pokemon on the field in just a second, so that does help. And yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to win this, but I'm gonna go into Steelix and see if I can try anyway. As he goes for Toxic, so that's perfect. All right, that's very perfect. This actually turning out to be pretty damn good. All right, let's go ahead and go straight for Curse. just to make sure I'm the slowest thing on the field next turn as well. Actually, no, we're going to go straight for Iron Head because he can go into... Ooh. He goes for Sleep Powder. That's fine with me. At this point, anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and go for another Iron Head just in case I wake up on the off chance that I'm actually able to wake up. But that's perfectly fine. I didn't get the flinch though, which sucks. Sucks a lot. But I can go into Mother again. I will live an Ice Beam or a Scald. If he goes for Scald and he burns me, the game is over because Kanga is really the only thing I have that deals with the team after this stuff. And Giga Drain did so much damage, my goodness. So I'm gonna go straight for Fake Out because I am faster than everything else on his team. And yeah, I can sucker his Jump Bluff, but that's really it. I'm fast. I should be faster than his Ludicolo. So I can go straight for Return, considering how much that did, 28%. Let's see if a Return will KO. As it probably won't because he's not around anymore. Alright, cool. So we'll see. Actually, as he goes into Jump Bluff, my Steelix is asleep. So I have a dilemma. I go into Seismitoad and I sacrifice it so I can bring back Kanga. Yeah, let's do that. Seismitoad isn't doing much anyway, so this is really my only option. Because I can't switch it on anything else. As he goes for Bullet Seed, that's really it. So I'm gonna go back into my Kangaskhan here. Go for a Lay Fake Out. As he's gonna go back into his Vileplume, which is unfortunate. I should have seen that coming and gone for Return, but that's perfectly fine also. So I get Return off, and I do see that this is a physical Jump Bluff. So I'm gonna go straight for Sucker Punch actually, as I'm pretty sure he can't KO my oh crap. Alright, he wins. That was a good game though, that was a very good game. Alright, so he's gonna bring in his Ludicolo, which is the only thing he really had to deal with me. That was a physical Jump Bluff, so if I had switched into my Steelix right here, I would have been able to absorb whatever attack this Jump Bluff went for. And yeah, so that's very unfortunate. He goes for the Hydro Pump and does take me out. So that is going to be the game. And yeah, that's going to be it for me. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. That last battle, it took a lot for me to even be a part of it in the end. But I do hope that you guys enjoyed. And until we meet again, alright, peace out, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.